Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a solid 2 weeks since I've made a video, but I'm here and we should celebrate that. And today we're going to be doing spooky Reddit stories. And I did a Reddit stories video before, and if you have not watched it, I highly recommend that you watch it if you like this type of content. I will put it up in this corner over here. I think is that, yeah, it will be right there if you guys want to tune into that after you watch this video. But in that video I mentioned how I am from the Appalachian Mountains, and if you all know anything about the spooky, dreary, terrifying, demonic mountains that are the Appalachian Mountains, then you know they are not to be messed with. They are terrifying, and let's say if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will go, and I've not even brought this up to my sister yet, but I'm sure she'll do it with me. I will go with my sister and her fiance, and we will travel into the Appalachian Mountains, and we will do some spooky content in the nighttime, and we will turn on spooky music and drive down spooky roads. So if you guys are really wanting that, make sure you support the video and hit the thumbs up. But we are reading some spooky Appalachia stories, Reddit edition. Let's get into it. I've not looked into this thread yet, but we're just gonna dive into some of these. So let's see. We'll start off with the first one underneath the thread. The only thing spooky right now is my cat acting like a freaking tweaker. About a mile from our farm is a cut through across a bridge. No, I can't do that. That's not scary at all. Sound like freaking Lucky Charms. Okay. About a mile from our farm is a cut through across a bridge. Everyone said that the holler was haunted. Holler! Woo! Yee to the freaking holler. My brother and I decided we were going to walk across it in the dark. Okay. That's gonna be me when y'all get this video to 5,000 likes. Kinda a quote unquote dare you to deal. The vibes were wild. It just felt y'all, my cat, I swear I'm gonna turn into Hassan Piker right now. I don't even know if that's how you say his name. Did y'all see him shock his dog? I'm joking, I would never actually do that, but good lord, she's crazy. It just felt wrong. Daylight wasn't so bad, but still a little scary. That night though, we were walking along the road, gravel road, in parentheses, and we could hear someone pacing us, like they were 10 to 15 steps behind us. Oh, hell no! Y'all, at my great-grandparents' house, they have a basement, and I would go into the basement alone sometimes. It would always feel like someone was behind me. I would literally sprint. Y'all know you would sprint. I don't know if this is a universal experience, but I feel like it is. I would sprint up those stairs out of my freaking grandparents' basement every time. We would stop and we could hear the steps stop like a half second later. Ew! It sounded close, very close, but nothing was there. We had the spotlights we used for coon hunting, so we weren't in total darkness. We made it almost all the way across before we started running, and we ended up walking another 6 miles to the nearest road that would take us back home because we were not going to go back across it. That was the most scared I've ever been. The hair on my arms is standing up just thinking about it. I hate that. That is scary. And you can tell it's real because it's not like someone was behind us and then we started levitating because they used their dark mystical powers to make us levitate. No, like, if strange noises don't stop right now. This happened back in 2003. I lived in Western North Carolina. 2003 is the year I was born. I lived in Western North Carolina and I worked doing taxes back then. And every year on April 16th, when the season was over, I like to go hiking. It was a nice way to embrace the calm of nature after a wild and woolly tax season. So it's the day after tax season, and I'm hiking with a man that will become my ex-husband. Oh, but we were in the early stages of talking and dating at that point. It's a beautiful spring day, clear and sunny skies, about 65 degrees for the high. We brought a little picnic lunch so we could, oh, this is so cute. Okay, so we could just hike and not have to go back to town to eat. So we hiked, ate lunch on the trail, and hiked more. We had hiked a long way past the cemetery and we were pretty far out there. It was maybe around 2 o'clock. We were way out on the trail and haven't seen other hikers in maybe an hour or so. My future ex is hiking in front of me on a narrow part of the trail and we are talking. I don't know, I guess it makes sense for the man should be, I'm just telling you, chivalry should be a thing. And I guess if it's narrow, he should be in front. But at the same time, if someone is behind y'all, I would almost rather him be in the back. Take the man, kill the man. Like, sacrifice yourself. What happened next was so fucking weird. I don't know what it was or how it happened, and it has never happened again. So we are hiking and talking, and suddenly we hear a car. And we don't hear a car approaching. Wait. We hear a car, and we don't hear a car approaching and getting closer. It's like if you just suddenly heard a car engine running that popped into existence and then it cut off. That's really strange. Okay. As soon as it happened, my ex turned around and looked at me like, what the f? I looked back at him just as confused. Come here, baby. Okay. We gon' bring spooky season. No, you let go of the microphone. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That is not a toy. No. No, ma'am. Hey! So a random car engine just appeared out of thin air and you guys are shook. You're shocked. Okay. Then we stood there for 15 minutes talking about it. Okay, why would you? That makes no sense. Of course, yeah, I would be shocked, but if it's dark, it's dark, right? Well, no, it's 2 o'clock. Okay, it's daytime. Okay. Also, you could feel the vibration of it in the ground. That's kind of insane. I at first thought maybe a Forest Service road was nearby or something, but I've looked at the map since then and there was not one near where I think we were on the trail. Even if there had been, you still would have heard the car sound approach and get louder or fade away. It was like a car had just materialized into existence, the sound of it anyway, parentheses. And then someone turned the key to turn it off. And since this was before smartphones, okay, oldie, I wasn't someone playing around, playing a sound, and even if that was the case, it wouldn't have made the ground vibrate. There were no earthquakes in that area that day either. But do you know that though? I feel like, what if literally there was a small tremor in the tectonic plates right underneath where you were standing? Just a theory. Okay, this one seems good because I see Granny and anything with a grandma immediately terrifies me, and I don't know why. I don't understand why. I honestly think The Visit did something to me mentally back in the day when that movie came out, because now it's like any old decrepit grandma, like my mama had dementia, scared the shit out of me. Bless her heart, may she rest in peace. She made me freaking shit my pants like so many times. She was scary. Like she would get up in the night, obviously. Like dementia is scary. My granny lived in a cabin on 7 acres in Appalachian, Virginia. West Virginia. No cable or internet. Stand naked in your driveway and the neighbors won't see you kind of place. Oh shit, okay. After she died, I was in high school. We moved there. So your granny died in this cabin. Let me just catch up to speed here. Your granny lived in a cabin alone in the middle of nowhere. She died and you moved there. Did you have nowhere else to move? Some background. Granny had been digging and found a very long bone buried in the hillside next to a very old liquor bottle. What that means, I have no idea. Why was your granny digging? Was she planning stuff? Or was she just out digging holes? Alright, hedgehog. It was completely glass on two sides of the main room. Everyone always says that they feel like someone is watching them. It's wooded on one side and mountains on the other. I had 3 girls over to stay the night. I had passed out, but they were all wide awake because they were scared. My parents were asleep. They said they all distinctly heard a coin drop on the floor and roll down the hallway. Hell no! Hell no. Y'all never saw Jigsaw? Is that Jigsaw? There's a movie with that in it. I just don't know which one it is. There was a tunnel about 1/4 mile up the road from the cabin's driveway. Okay, nothing to do in that town. Teenagers sacrificed animals there in the 90s. Everyone says it's demonic. Bro, what? Clearly there was nothing to do. They're out here killing animals? Huh? And y'all are like, okay, yeah, let's move here. Yeah, like this is so like cute. Like. When a couple of the same friends and I were coming up under the tunnel at night, something was in the road and I almost hit it. It was fleshy and twisted. Ew! Fleshy, I do not like that one bit. One bit, I do not like the vision that painted in my head. Bigger than a raccoon and smaller than a person. I was driving, so I didn't look back, but my friend turned around and got a better look at it. To this day, I have no idea what the creature was. Stopped going under the bridge at night. Valid. Another time coming under the tunnel by myself in broad daylight, the radio cut out as I was coming into the curve of the tunnel entrance and started playing a very distorted and garbled clip of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It sounds funny, but it was chilling. Yeah, okay. Every hair on my body stood up. As soon as I was away from the bridge, the radio signal came back in. I drove under it all the time. Wait, I didn't even realize they were driving. You were driving in your car and garbled Mickey Mouse Clubhouse plays on your car? I might just have to... I drove under it all the time and never had a signal issue before or since. I'm pretty sure that entire area was just cursed or something. Girl, if you piss me off right now and try and get this microphone one more time, you come for the microphone and you're done. Honestly, that is all for today. If this video we'll actually make it 1,000 likes. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I will be going to the Appalachian Mountains. So hit that freaking like button. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes, or even we could say 500 to 1,000 likes. We'll be up in those mountains. I'll see y'all next time. See ya!